to URUK'S Hollow!
What's up everyone, URUK'S Hollow here, and today I bring you a preview of what is coming to Shadow of War with the July update in less than 24 hours. Before we begin, I want to thank my friends at Monolith for giving me early access to this update before its official release. So let's begin. I am going to be talking about the biggest changes and new content that this update brings, including the new Shadow Wars, the Garrison, new level cap, and much more. As a little warning, be aware that this video contains spoilers regarding the new narrative elements in the Shadow Wars. Our first topic will be the removal of the market and its replacement. The Garrison functions similarly to the old market but has some fundamental differences. Most noticeably, it doesn't involve any kind of microtransactions now, and the Headhunter is nowhere to be found. In the Garrison, you will find several different tabs with items. The first tab, known as Followers, is where your captains are stored and await being deployed. In Unopened Chests, you will find any chest you didn't open prior to the update, as well as any reward earned from community challenges and Spoils of War. Next is the Training Orders menu. Here, you can purchase any training order for Mirian and apply it to any of your followers, including those currently in missions. And the final tab is where you will find your XP and Spoils of War boosts, just like in the old market. Now let's discuss the changes to the Shadow Wars. As many of you remember, the Shadow Wars involve 10 stages of 4 defenses, with nothing else in between or any accompanying story. The repetitiveness of the final portion of the game has been addressed with the new update, with the number of stages being reduced to only 3, with only 5 defenses in total. Completing Shadow Wars stages rewards you with more than just the skill points now. You will receive new legendary gear, an armor piece and several NAZGûL masks that add new ways to play. New narrative elements have also been added in the form of dialogue by captains Talion, Shelob, and the Witch King. This dialogue is triggered throughout several different moments, such as starting a defense, winning one, and also fast traveling. Now let's talk about the legendary gear you get for completing Shadow Wars stages. For completing the first stage of the Shadow Wars, you will receive the Mask of the Undying, or the generic NAZGûL mask as it is commonly known. This one causes dashing abilities to not consume focus and also increases your stealth and melee damage after dashing. For beating the second stage, you are rewarded with the Mask of the Fell Rider, also known as Helmhammerhand's mask. This one causes the Summon Grog ability to call an elemental grog instead. And lastly, for completing the third and final stage, you will receive the remaining 4 gear pieces all at once. First, there is the Mask of the General, or Suladan's mask, which creates a curse explosion when you kill someone with any form of drain. We also have the Mask of the High King, or Isildur's mask. This item causes the Raise Dead ability to call Gondorian wights, which are faster and attack more often than revenants. Then there is the Mask of an Empress, also known as a Sister's mask. This one upgrades chain abilities and causes each chain to deal more damage than the last, making these attacks extremely deadly to captains. And lastly, the Blackened Servant's armor gives allied grunts a high chance of being resurrected when they are killed. If you have already completed the Shadow Wars when the update hits, you will automatically receive this new gear when you load up the game. Now let's take a look at the new gear customization options. These are really simple, but also pretty awesome. The first new thing you can do is to spend Mirian to bring a gear piece to your current level, improving its stats in the process. The second customization option involves spending a perfect gem to reroll the stats on a piece of gear. For epic and legendary, this will only change the second bonus. As far as I can tell, the gem spent is related to the gear slot. This means swords and armor take red gems, dagger and cloak green, and ranged and runes spend white gems. Our next topic is the new prestige skills. There is one new skill at the end of every tree after you reach the Shadow Wars. You can spend multiple skill points into this to improve many aspects of Talion, such as critical hit and beast damage, as well as health, focus, and wrath recovery. These skill points are not infinite, but their cap is extremely high. If you want to fully max out, you will have to play for a really long time. And to be able to get that many skill points, you will need a way to earn them perpetually. That is our next topic. There is a new level cap in the game. Talion can now reach level 80, and enemy captains can go up to 85. You can also continue to earn skill points after level 80 by simply filling the XP bar again. Now let's take a quick look at the two new player skins available with this update. The first one, Celebrimbor from the Shadows of the Past missions. And I feel like I need to clarify that this skin does not come with any new abilities and does not restore Elven Rage, as many people hope for. This only changes what the player looks like. The second skin is Dark Eltariel. Essentially, her appearance when hit by a cursed weapon is now a skin. Just like with Celebrimbor's skin, this does not come with any new abilities and is just a visual change. Getting close to the end, let's take a quick look at some of the changes to the online experience in the form of online sieges and vendetta missions. First, enemies that are killed during these missions now drop gear like they would in the main game. And second, but most importantly, you are now able to recruit captains here. Given that they survived the mission, they will be sent to your garrison when you return to your world. Last but not least, this update includes many bug fixes and balancing changes, too many for me to list them all. Some of these changes include undead no longer leveling down when raised, tweaks to cheating death in late game, buffs to mounted captains and beasts, pitfight AI fixes, and a new trait for necromancers that I think you'll love. And that's everything I'll be covering in this video regarding the July update. There's a lot more coming to Shadow of War very soon, so be sure to check the patch notes for everything that I didn't mention here. Let me know in the comments what you think of all these changes and if you're planning to replay the game when the update hits. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.